Hello, it's Maureen Legas with 21 Days 2016 Tech Tidbits. Today we're talking about your new KW websites. It's day 4, and we're going to talk about the different types of pages you can add to your websites. When you log into your MyKW account, you may get this message that says your KW website is ready. Click Do Not Show This Again. You do not need this. I will show you how to access that website. So click Do Not Show This Again and close this. When you are on your MyKW page, go to Technology, come down and click on KW Websites. That's where you'll find your website. So you don't need that pop-up showing up every time. When you come here, you're going to see a page that looks like this. Some information here at the bottom. You're going to click Go to My Website, and that's going to take you over to your new KW website, which is powered by Playster. Now, I'm assuming most of you have set this up. If you do not see this, if it says that if you didn't have a go to your, let me see here, go to my website, if it said your website is in preparation, you have to make sure your @KW email is set up. So you want to go to Technology, KW Email, you want to manage your email, and then you want to make sure that you can sign into your KW email. So you're going to come over to manage your email, and then you're going to look at what your @KW email is, and then you're going to sign into Google using that email address and your @KW password. And then as long as that goes through fine, that you're able to access your Google Apps, then your email is properly set up. Okay, once you're on your page here that has your website for your new KW website, you're going to click here on Edit Site. And then at the top here, you'll see it says Site Settings, Pages, Blog Posts, Agents, Testimonials, and Areas. Today we're going to focus on pages. Later on in this month, we're going to talk about the tabs on your website. Let me view the website here. We're going to talk about these tabs at the top and how to nest under the tab. You want to try to keep everything on one line, so we're going to talk about nesting. We're also going to talk about areas. We're going to talk about blogging. We're going to talk about adding forms to your website. We're going to talk about how to make sure your search engine optimization is set up for your site, and how to submit the sitemap, adding custom domains. So we'll touch on all of these during this 22-day period. But today we're going to talk about pages. So I'm going to click Pages, and I am going to click to add a page. Now, my site I use for training, so I have a lot of pages. Some are duplicate pages, so I wouldn't copy anything that you're seeing here. I'm just going to show you the different pages. So here I'm going to click plus to add a page. So what you're going to be able to do is you're going to add either a default page, which is blank, which allows you to add anything that you want to the page. You can add a photo, you can add a video, you can type information. Let's say that you want to talk about having agents join your team. Let's say you're growing. Well, the page title might be Career Options, something as the page title. And here you would just type to talk about anything that you want with the career. You could put images, you could put links, you can link to any other information that you might have. I wouldn't ever link from your site to somebody else's site. You would link to your own blog somewhere else. You would link to information that you control. Don't link to anybody else. And then down here is where you would put your title and description. We're going to talk about SEO on another video, but this is where you would put that title and description down here in order to optimize your search engine optimization. Okay, so here, like if we're going to add a video, it's going to ask us to give us the embed code or YouTube link or Vimeo link here. And then with the photo, same thing. Upload an image. It's going to say choose your file, and you can go on your computer and select your file. All right, so that's one type of page. We're going to look at the other type. there's an about page, and this is the page where it is about you. There is an about page defaulted on your list of pages that are set up for you. So you would call this about us. You could call it about your name, if it's just you, about our team, whatever you would like to call the page. Remember, when you are picking titles, you want to have them short so that they will fit across the top here, because the title is what's going to show up across your menu bar. So you can have the about page, which is all about you, which you can upload your image, or if you have a video. An agent index. So if you have multiple agents on your team, you could say, okay, I want to add these agents to my agent index, and I might want to call this Meet the Team. And then each agent bio will show up. You would add the agent bios in another spot under agents. But this is just the index page to display that. You can have an areas index page, which is the same thing. You could build areas in your community and call this communities or areas, and then you would check off which areas you want to include. So you might call this, let's say your page title might be this community in your area, and then you would check off all of the communities that you built under area pages. We'll touch on area pages this week, that are in that particular community. So these are all the neighborhoods in that community, and you would add to, let's see if I missed anything. So you would just add just those communities to this Lakewood Ranch page. Then you could pick another community. Let's say it's bigger community like a city. You could pick everything that's in that city, which would also include these neighborhoods, and they would show up on that community page. So that's with the area index. You create the areas, and then you say which pages belong on this index page. Let me go back to my website and show you. So here's a community page. I have the different areas, and then in there I've checked off which boxes belong in each of those areas. You also have the blog post index, which any blog post you have will then show up on this blog page. So here under blogs, I have multiple blogs that show up on the blog page. Now the blog could be, I believe, is one of the predefined pages that's already set up for you. Client profile, this is where a client would sign in and access their account. So on my page, I have it under listing search. Let me see, search for property as well. I don't know where I put it here. I might not have it on the page at all, but you would nest it. I would nest under listing search, have the client sign in. Let me go add that to show you what that looks like. Okay, so I put it under listing search. It's called client portal, and when I click that, it's going to say you need to sign in or sign up, and this is where your clients can be on your website, search, save listings, and come back and find those listings after. Okay, I'm going to come back up to pages, and that was your client profile. Contact page could be used to contact you. Let me go back here. Contact, where people would enter a form to contact you, but it could also be used for any kind of input that you're trying to gather. So let me show you. So under contact, this I put under, I wouldn't necessarily put it here, I put it under home value, but I put it here as an example to show. So I'm going to click my home value link, and it's going to take me to a contact form where I've added a photograph above and says that says what's your home worth. So you can create a contact form which will put the form in for you, and then in this spot you can add an image that looks like this. It's a house with words that says what's your home worth, and you can call that home value on your page, home value. and then put that photograph here. So contact page could be used for having someone contact you, but also gathering information like a home value form. The IDX page does not come with our sites. That is an add-on that I have on my site, which is similar to an areas page. And I'll talk about that when I talk about areas. Testimonial index, same thing. This is defaulted on, actually it's not defaulted because not everyone has testimonials. You should create a testimonials page, and I call it testimonials because it's a short name, so to fit on my website. And that's where it takes all the testimonials you've added up here and puts it on a page, and then you can place that on your website. And the last type of page is a featured listings page, and that will take the featured listings that you've defined in your site settings and display them as team listings. I would call this team listings on the website. Let's go look and see if that's what I've called it. Team listings, and it'll display all of the listings that you have for your team. So they're displayed here. So that's defined by your site settings. When you put your featured listings, you tell the system what your featured listings are. And so ours, we pick our agent IDs to pull up our listings, but you could also add certain criteria here. If you don't have listings, you could say featured listings would be anything with a minimum, maximum price, neighborhood, a certain neighborhood, whatever that you like there. If your broker allows you to use the broker ID for the office, you could do that too. But if that's the case, if those are your featured listings, which are not actually your listings, do not call the page team listings. You want to call the page featured listings because you don't want to make anyone think that they are your listings if they are not. So that's how to set up the pages. We're going to talk again about these other topics for your new KW website in the next few days and following weeks. Until then, good luck with this, and I hope you have a great day.